What's up, everybody? One of my favorite friends. Been a while since I did one of these, so remember me? For my friends, what's up? I love y'all. Not much going on, man. If anybody's seen my posts in the last 30 days, which hasn't been many, but shit's still the same, man. It's still rough, boy. And I admit, man, slight arrogance kind of kicked me in my ass, you know, because when I got out, well, I was moving. One shit stopping me, you feel me? And still now ain't nothing stopping me, but it's damn sure slowing your boy down. And when I look back on it, and when I began to slow down, to be honest with you, I pick out one common denominator. And so, I'm still working on how to figure that one out. But I have a slight testimony, I guess, you know. First off, my partner Joe, you know who you are. Thank you so much for everything. And to my big bro, Richard, aka RC Thompson, dude, there ain't no words and you know it. I love you. My sister, even with very little, you do so much, so thank you too. You know, my boy Jacob, his family, all the love the love they give your boy, man. And if I'm anybody else, if I'm forgetting you, please don't feel offended. But you know, I've seen since I've been home, I've run into several of my so-called homies from the past, man, and it was like looking at strangers right in the eye. You know, familiar strangers. And it sucks, man. You know, I had one, I used to look at like an OG, look at me and be like, what's your name again? Who are you? Yeah, man, yeah. That happened. Those of y'all that know me, you know what my response should have been and probably would have been, but I'm doing better. I'm a different man. And I'm trying to stay a different man, so, you know, I laughed and let it go. But recently, like, man, stuff is hard, man. I still can't, for some reason, I still can't get me a steady job, man. I don't know. I mean, I'm a great interviewer. You know, I mean, if you sit me down, ask me what my goals are, where I see myself in 5 years, and all that hoopla, I give it to you, and you be like, ooh, oh my God, you know what I mean? You'll feel it, you'll know. I've allowed myself to be trained very well over the years in incarceration. A lot of men and their man gave their time and their care to help me do that. But companies, for whatever reason, man, the companies that I deserve to be in because I've earned it, I've worked hard to be a part of that, and I would excel at it. Those companies, they won't let me in, man, because they're actually afraid that having a felony, I don't know, maybe they think I'm gonna go postal on their whole crew, you know? Not realizing those of us that come out the joint for more aggressive crimes, statistically, we're actually the last ones to do something like that, which is crazy. And so, yeah, I'm amazed at the lack of positive responses I'm getting post-interview, you know? But it's all right. I keep pushing. Like I said, I ain't gonna stop. And but yeah, man, here recently, excuse me. Here recently, and I mean recent, it got so bad, man, that I had to. I mean, I've needed help before financially, since I've been out, since I've gotten my apartment. Hell, I've needed help just about every month I've been in it. And that's not good for me. That's not cool to me. That's difficult to swallow. It's difficult to stomach that. But I reached out, man. And for anybody who knows me, especially those who know my faith, man, I love God and Jesus Christ. That's it. I don't really care much about so-called religion or denominations or whatever. If you believe in God, if you believe in His Son and that He died and rose again, and you believe that He actually did that for our salvation, just to make sure we would have a life, then you are a believer. You are saved, and that's it. And I say that to say this. I used to have a lot of hang-ups about different so-called religions or sects or denominations, if you will, But I had I think I had like $300 left to my name. That was it. I talked to a couple of young Mormon boys. They spoke to their bishop, and their congregation got together, and put together some money for me and helped me cover the rest of my rent. That's one of the most amazing things that has happened to me since I've been free. I couldn't believe that. And in response to that, one guy mentioned, the guy who actually brought the check, he mentioned that that they clean their church or meeting place, every Saturday for the month of July. And I went and I helped them do it on Saturday, this past Saturday. And I tell you what, I had a blast. It wasn't about religion or denomination or anything. It was just about some people coming together and cleaning some stuff. And I helped them, and it was fun, man. One of the guys I was just, he was actually a lot nicer to me than probably should have let me clean something. But one guy, one guy, he was doing the sweeping, and I was holding the dustpan, and he just let me hold the dustpan the whole time, right? I really didn't clean nothing. Although they all knew I was willing to clean whatever. I kept offering all that. And turns out he mentioned that he went to Chandler High and ended up going to Hamilton, but he went to Chandler High and asked me, he said, "Hey, did you ever eat at that place across from Chandler? That one Elmer's Tacos?" Man, I looked at him like, man, you have no idea what you asked me. Anybody from Chandler who's from Chandler knows about Elmer's Tacos. God, dog. And so you never know what you have in common with anybody or whatever. You never know, man, if you're willing to humble yourself. It sucks sometimes we got to get to our lowest point. Not necessarily our lowest point, but when our back's against the wall, and my back was burning against this hot-ass wall in Summer, Arizona. And I asked for help, man, and they did that. And I don't know, man, it was just so awesome. My brother, RC, he's literally been breaking himself to help me, man. And the saddest part about that for me is that right now I just don't see any way I'll ever be able to repay him. That dude took care of me while I was in the joint. and he's still taking care of me now. What's up, big bro? And I mean, it's really hard, man, to go through what I went through and to see so many people that I was in the bullshit with still in the bullshit and I'm not. It's hard to swallow that I'm struggling the way that I am. But again, for those who know me, some of y'all have seen me. My arm's still swole, my chest still out, so it ain't breaking me. I'm still strong enough to hold it. It's just hard, man. But that's my testimony, you know. That's my testimony. And I still go down to Main Street in Mesa and witness to them, you know, talk to them and try to help some of those women that's lost in the sauce. And I've met some of the sweetest, kindest young women down there who are giving their bodies over for payment, and it's so horrible. Because if they had any opportunity, man, any educating or self-confidence or self-worth to themselves, they'd be so much more than that. I'm looking. My brother's coaching me on how to film Facebook Live, right? But yeah, it's difficult for me, you know, and it's just, I don't know, man. I am my father's son. You know, I expect more from myself. I was meant to be more. And I'm only 41. Only been out 13 months. You know, and my brother keeps telling me, my big brother, he keeps telling me, bro, give yourself more credit than what you do. Don't think that it's just gonna happen fast or this and that, bro. And he pissed me off. You know, I could say it now. And I ate it, but when I got off the phone, I was like, ugh. Because he told me, I won't quote it perfectly, but he said, what do you think I've been waiting for? He said, I knew there would be a time, I love you too, bro. I'm still standing because of you. But he told me, he said, man, there was going to come a time when it was going to get rougher. He said, bro, you came out doing so good and so great, and you still doing good, but you struggling. That's going to happen. That's what I've been waiting for. That's what I've been preparing for. And that's what family is. That's what love is. I don't care if they got your blood or not. When somebody tell you that in their life, they have been doing what they're doing, preparing for your struggles so they can help you lift up. Nah, man. You don't hear that too often, even from your closest family members. And to have my brother tell me that, man, was honestly, that was beautiful. You know, it was awesome. You know, and screw you. now he's teasing me on it. But you know, so that's kind of where I'm at now. You know, and I actually was able to secure work today. And I go back to the same job tomorrow. It's just day labor. That's all I'm doing right now. And I'm doing it faithfully though, man. Trying to hold on, trying to hold it down. And and just so y'all know, all y'all so-called believers out there, there was a bunch of women by themselves from Victory Outreach down there on Main Street, man, trying to save them women and them dudes. So all y'all that sitting in pews preaching about all that, man, but don't go down there where the devil is at, I still love you, but you can do better. Got my fiance in the house, man, by herself right now, so I got to get in there and get ready to go to bed, honestly, because I got to get up at 4:30. But I needed to share that testimony of what's been going on, what I've been going through, and the fact that I'm still here, I'm still breathing. I still hold my head up. Though I done cried a few times, man, not knowing which way I was going to have to go to keep a roof over my head. And I'm cool with that.